Hey, welcome to today's daily sprint. We're talking about increasing our purpose, passion, and meaning. And I love this. This is actually in our certification manual under the psychology section, I think, behavior modification. But basically, it's the 3H rule on how to overcome fear. So how can we overcome fear, and how could we make we all fear that rejection, the pain of being rejection. So how can we overcome that? That's the number one human fear is no, or being rejected, or whatnot. Number one human fear, other than getting up in front of large groups and public speaking, which could also be fear of rejection. So the 3H rule is in your entrepreneurial journey, in your journey as a human, your heart. That's the first H. Your heart is in it at its core, if you're, say, a nutrition coach, to help people get healthier and fit, to help you create time and financial freedom for your children, for your loved ones, to be a larger giving human being than you are now. Whatever those statements are, one of those or all of those may be true for you, but you're doing and you're an entrepreneur because you have heart for what you do and the byproduct of what you do, what it brings in and the lives that it changes. Think of your heart first. Number two, show your head. Now your head's gonna be like, yeah, that's great. You got heart, okay, remember your why, I get all that. But the head needs evidence. So get around a support system that has what you want. So if you're deathly afraid of cold messaging people or cold calling people or knocking on doors or whatever it is, whatever the hard is or the thing that you're afraid of being rejected of is in your business, get around people who do that daily, who have conquered it, who are successful at it. I used to have kind of the fear of sales because, if people don't buy what you're selling, then they are rejecting you. No, they're rejecting your offer, or many times they're even rejecting themselves by denying themselves opportunity. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Your head needs evidence, okay? Evidence of the results of the system that you're involved with, that it creates. So get around that kind of evidence, and now your heart's on board. We know the heart's gonna be on board. It's always a cheerleader. Now your head's on board. Now your head's like, okay, I see it working. It's working for this person. This person overcame what I'm going through right now. I know that if they can do it, they're no better or worse than me, so I can do it. Heart, head. And lastly, hands. You gotta get to work. Okay, your heart's all on board, your head, you can do it. You gotta get to focused income producing activity work. Okay, some things that are not income producing activity are the perfect graphic for social media, or the perfect next certification, or the PhD in holistic nutrition. That's what my wife has. I love it. It's awesome. But none of those things are income producing activities. So once the heart is on board, which is always going to be on board, the head's on board, you've collected, you found the evidence, you know that you can do this. The hands gotta get to work and letting people know that you exist and that you are more than joyful and enthusiastic to help them if they're in the market for getting healthier and fit. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you at the next Daily Sprint.